Right, let's get this show on the road, shall we? Wherever you are in the world, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, good night, and welcome to Bradford City vs Tranmere preview live on Twitch, YouTube, Facebook, Kick, TikTok, and other social sites. Today's podcast will be talking about the dreaded post-match Gillingham game, the pre-match Tranmere game, the weather forecast for the Tranmere game, the latest Bradford City news, if you want to chat about, vent about anything, and also what's on your plate. And I should be joined, hopefully, pair of them can hear me, Robbie in his magical yellow coat, and DJ Lee. Oh, don't do this to me, lads. Are you there, Robbie? Lee? Callie?
Yep, I'm here. How are you?
I'm here. Sorry, I had to leave and come back. I couldn't hear anything.
Oh.
Robbie, if you can hear me, come back and leave. And a minute in podcast already, we're having technical issues. Who loves the podcast? So,
You've got technicals in your what? In your shoes?
Technical issues already.
Oh.
Because I think either Robbie's muted me or he can't hear me, or he's just ignoring me like normal. Right, Callie, what was your thoughts on the Gillingham game? Callie? Nothing.
Sorry, I keep having to mute myself because I'm coughing like a good one. It was a poor game, wasn't it? We didn't turn up, I don't think. We couldn't string a proper pass together. We were just really poor. The traffic was horrendous that day as well. I think a lot of people ended up not getting there, and it was just one of them that nothing went our way at all, and they were lucky to scrape a goal. But we move on. Luckily, all the other teams around us copped up, so it helped us massively that we didn't lose many points.
Are you here, Robbie, still? Okay, we'll move on to Lee.
Sorry, Robbo. Just one of them bad, very tired game, I thought. I thought we looked really leggy. We weren't out of ideas, we were just tired. It's been an absolute run, hasn't it, of wins and success. And they've had a week off now, so hopefully they'll come back firing on all four again. Poor game. Got what we deserved, no. Bad day at the office.
And hopefully Robbie can hear us.
Hello.
We can hear you, Robbie.
Jesus Christ.
Just
won't let me on mute, I don't know why. Just didn't turn up against Gillingham. Tommy Lee, absolute awful. So I'm hoping he doesn't start tomorrow as well. Hopefully Mellon's fit and ready to go. But yeah, I didn't take chances away against Gillingham. Just want our day at office. To be honest, I'm glad we lost in a way. Settles down a bit, and obviously we go back and keep chasing. So let's see how it goes.
Yeah, game were horrendous, wasn't it? Obviously couple of friends couldn't get there, so they went and watched Kettering Town. The A1 was horrendous. It just summed up the day, really. There didn't seem to be a plan B. Tommy Lee couldn't score in a brothel, put it politely. The team was shocking. They just kept hoofing ball up. Apart from weather being sunny, the game was poor. Callie, Robbie, Lee, anything else you want to talk about the Gillingham game?
I thought Graham should have made the sub at half time. I think he's probably half to blame about Tommy Lee not coming off at half time. But it's already happened. I would have took him off at half time personally, the way he performed first 45 minutes, have fresh legs at half time and a bit of pressure straight away going into the second half just before they scored theirs. So that's pretty much it.
My only thing is, I thought that he should have started with Mellon, left him on the bench, Mr. Tommy.
I think the issue with Mellon, I think he ran around like an headless chicken on the following Saturday. I think
that might have done us
some good. He got subbed off, I think, didn't he?
In that game though.
But even Cav, I don't know if they're falling out or whatever, but even just give Cav a run. It's got to be better than Mellon. There's no way Mellon's a striker in my eyes.
He's got a knock, hasn't he, apparently?
Too busy on Cheltenham, probably.
You got any
Don't know.
thoughts, Kelly?
Just one of them days, wasn't it, I think?
No, I think everything's been said. I agree with what Robbie said about the subs. But even when he changed it, when he did, it didn't seem to have any effect. There weren't like Lee said, there was no backup plan. And the game, normally when he changes it up, the game changes, but it just didn't. So, and yeah, I agree with Tommy Lee. Tommy Lee, I honestly don't know what they see in Tommy Lee. I've not seen him perform in a game since he's come on. I really haven't.
I'm hoping him and Tyreek Wright's not sat on our table at the end of the year. I'll be having words. I'll be having words with someone.
So we've had, if I'm pronouncing his name correctly, Tying Bantam 13 on YouTube. Players were tired and poor defending. Tommy Lee had a shocking game. 100% agree with you there. I don't know what is going on with the team at the minute. We can seem to boss top of the league, and then when we play bottom of the league, we do absolute shocking. So, moving... Oh, Callie, got your hand up, love?
Yeah, sorry, I just want to say, we are really missing these key players, aren't we, at the moment? Like Sarts and Pato, Poynton.
And our Pointer's not fit on Saturday, is he?
No, he's still...
I'd like Jamie Walker to fill his spot, see how he does.
Yeah, I think Jamie Walker always puts a shift in, no matter
100%.
what's going on. But, yeah, I think we are missing that midfield again at the minute.
So, just a couple of stats from the game. Bradford City had 55% ball possession. Gillingham had 45. They had 7 corners compared to our 2. 14 fouls committed for them, 16 for us. Total shots for Gillingham 10, 9 for us. 6 off target for them, 4 on target for us. Altogether, there was 276 passes for them, 340 for us. And basically just in every department, Bradford was shocking. 5 yellow cards for them, 2 for us, no red cards. And it was just a very poor game, I thought. And now we'll head over to the Tranmere game. So, the game, Saturday the 15th of March, 3 o'clock, live at the University of Bradford Stadium, and it is not on Sky Sports Plus. So you'll have to listen to Radio Leeds or wherever you watch your football games. The referee is Thomas Parson. And Mr. Parson has had 11 appearances in League 2. He's dished out 61 yellow cards, no second yellows, no reds, 1 penalty. And the next stat will probably shock you. In League 1, he's had 10 appearances, 47 yellow cards, 2 second yellows, equal and a red, but he's dished out 7 penalties. In the EFL Trophy, he's had 3 appearances, 14 yellow cards, no second yellows, no reds, no penalties. In the National League, he's had 3 appearances, 13 yellow cards, dished out 2 reds, and no penalties. FA Cup, he's had 1 appearance, 5 yellow cards, no second yellows, 1 red, 1 penalty. So he's had 28 appearances altogether. He's dished out 140 yellow cards. He's dished out 2 second yellow cards, 3 reds, and 9 penalties. So possibly there'll be penalties in tomorrow's game. Bit of stats as well. So Andy Cook's top goal scorer. Patrick is theirs. 12 goals for Bradford Cookie. Patrick's had 7. No assists. 2 assists for Patrick. 22 matches played for Andy Cook. 36 for them. For him, Patrick. Bradford have scored 8 goals in their last 5 matches. Bradford City have won the previous 2 matches against Tranmere Rovers, ranked number 1 at home this season. Tranmere have scored 5 goals in their last 5 matches. Tranmere haven't kept a clean sheet in 6 matches. And Amara Patrick has created the most big chances for Tranmere on 8. A couple of past results for Tranmere. They've lost against Notts County. They've lost against Accrington Stanley. They've drawn against Port Vale, they've drawn against Grimsby, and they've beaten Bromley 2-1. Bradford is beaten MK Dons 2-0, beaten Bromley 1-0, beaten Salford 2-1, beaten Cheltenham Town 3-0, and obviously lost against Gillingham the other day. Then moving over to the Simon Parker article. And apologise if I butcher names. If you're regular to this podcast, you always see me butcher names every week, and it probably puts a smile on your face when I butcher them. So no offence taken if I say the name wrong. So, Bradford City, we've got Walker in net, Baldwin, Shepherd, Critchlow, Halliday, Smallwood, Cale, Amola, Walker, Lapsley, Michael Mellon, and possible subs as Cav, Lee, Wright, Huntington, Jobson, and Byrne and Hiltington. Leading top goal scorer Andy Cook, 15, league position second. Obviously, I've gone through the scores or the previous games already. Team news: City are still missing Bobby Poynton, Alex Pattison, Sav. Kelly has returned to training after nearly 6 weeks out. Tranmere's possible team is McGee, Norman, O'Connor, Turnbull, Connor Wood, Finlay, Hendry, Omar Patrick, Hawks, Morris, and Dennis, with Jennings, Sanders, Merry, Taylor, Mathers, Garrett, and Murphy. The leading top goal scorer for them, obviously, is Patrick, with 9. The league position is 22nd. The referee, Thomas Parson from Manchester, was in the middle of last time City failed to win at home against Barrow in December. Match odds, if you like to bet, the stats are City 13-20, Tranmere 17-4, and the draw 11-4. The last times these sides met, Andy Cook scored both goals against his old club as City won 2-0 from Prenton Park in October. And while I get my breath back, Callie, we'll start off with you. Thoughts on the Tranmere game?
I think there's kind of 3 factors tomorrow. We don't do well against the bottom end of the table, which is a known fact. We've got Patrick there, who no doubt is going to score against us. And what was the other? How amazing is it that Andy Cook is still up there as top goal scorer even after he's been off all this time. So I think I'm going for a draw tomorrow. I think it's going to be a tough game. But like you said, we've had a week off. Hopefully Graham has shouted at them and said what he needed to say to the players after the Gillingham game. They've had a good rest. Hopefully they'll come out fighting, because do you know what I mean? It's going to be same points as Walsall. If Walsall lose tomorrow, we're on same points as them, apart from goal difference. So they should be fighting for that top spot now. It's everything to go for.
And before we go to Robbie, we've had the best name ever on TikTok, Alfie the Groundsman. Also, don't forget we've had Nigel Atkinson leave recently, and Andy Crosby has been playing them better, so he must be the caretaker manager. So, guys and girls, social media, get your score predictions in, questions for the panel, and also, if you are any team from Walsall to Barrow to whoever you support in the EFL, come over to Chickens on the Loose podcast on social media. I want to hear your thoughts on your team and your views on your team. Mr. Robbie, what's your thoughts on the Tranmere game, bud?
Probably same with Callie. It is a tricky game. Obviously, no manager. Patrick obviously is going to score against us. It's written in the stars. Going back to the referee, though, we haven't had him before, but he has handed out over 4 yellow cards every game. So I think it's just going to be literally a scruffle of a game, 2-0 win, and we'll go away with the points. But yeah, Patrick's obviously going to score against us. It's just written all over. I can see it happening.
Hopefully
I'd like to have a clean sheet of a 2-0.
Hopefully we'll get a penalty tomorrow by the looks of it.
Is there in black and white and colour? I reckon there'll be a penalty at Valley Parade tomorrow for whoever team. Lee, what's your score? Oh, sorry, not your score. What's your thoughts on the Tranmere game?
Like I keep saying week in, week out now, it's that time of the season. There's no easy game. That's one thing that taught us in the last game, innit? There's no easy games now. Target on back. That's what we've got to bear. That's our cross. We've just got to go out and do our best. We've had a week off. Let's see the response. I'm going 2-0. Confident that we can do that. We're at home. But it will be tough. It won't be easy.
Do you not laugh, though, Lee, when you say that?
No.
Obviously Bradford, huge club, and you think, oh, we're going to struggle against Tranmere. I just laugh in my head thinking, how the hell are we going to struggle against
It's
Tranmere?
that time of season, isn't it? Tranmere,
I know it can go one way or other. We can get pooped.
Gillingham are in a false position. Their team is better than the league position.
We should be like,
shows.
we're just going to smash these and get it over and done with. We're going to be.
I'll tell you the reason I always go for 2-0 and all. Because we've always needed 2 goals to make sure of any points.
Yeah, we always sit back, don't we?
Yeah.
1-0 up, sit back, 1-0, crap ourselves.
Yeah, so I'll always go for 2-0. I wish and I hope we can beat them 5-0 and put them in the place, but it's just not going to happen at this time of season.
So, Callie, what's your score prediction for tomorrow?
I'm going to go a 1-0, like we've had quite a few 1-0 games, haven't we? But it's done the job, and I think it's going to be a penalty because unless he puts Lapsey and Mellon up front again, with each other. So there's 2 strikers on. I don't think we're going to bang many goals in. So I think it's going to be a penalty that goes in. I hope I'm wrong, but that's what I think.
Robbie, your score prediction for tomorrow?
I'll go with a 2-0, Jamie Walker and an own goal by Tranmere.
Okay. I think it's going to be 1-0, and I agree with who Callie said it. I think it'd be a penalty. I think it'd be a really cheap penalty. Because I know that referee likes dishing out penalties. Anyone else want to talk anything about the Tranmere game?
As has already been said, I just hope Jamie Walker's in.
Okay. I'll get to your question in a minute, Ty and Bantam. Haru sneaking through the back door. So, Haru, what was your thoughts on the Gillingham game?
Welcome. Hi, guys. Gillingham game, what can I say about it? I really don't know what to say about it, guys. Obviously, it was a tough game. We did lose. I think it's first away defeat since Wimbledon away. The lads played a bit poor out there. We couldn't go for the ball. We couldn't get into the back of the net. I thought it was going to be an easy win that game, but the lads just played absolutely poor. But once again, I can't complain. We're still second in the league. Doesn't matter if we win, lose or draw. We're still second in the league. We still need to back the lads. Obviously, Walsall have lost their game last night, and if we win tomorrow, obviously that takes us to top top. Right now, the lads played poor. Unfortunately, it is what it is. That's football. Just roll on Saturday.
And your thoughts on the Tranmere game, bud?
Tranmere game, we are going to smash it. Obviously, Tranmere away. Earlier in the season, we won 2-0 thanks to Andy Cook. Obviously, he won't be playing until next season. I've got a feeling that Tranmere will give us a bit of a challenge, but I don't doubt it that we will smash it out of the park, make it our 11th consecutive home win at Valley Parade, and I'm thinking it's going to be a 3-0 win to the Bantams, because why not? Let's take it.
So that slides me nicely into, so we've had a couple of people's score predictions. We've had Ty Bantam saying 2-0 on YouTube. We've had Soul on TikTok, who's got a great picture of Eric Cartman. I think it's going to be 2-2. We've had Liam, who thinks it's going to be 3-0 Bradford. And that's it at the minute. Andy, I'd love to know what you've been drinking, lad, but he thinks it's going to be 7-0 Bradford. So keep TikTok, YouTube, Facebook, all those guys, keep getting your score predictions in. Right. We have had a question from Ty Bantam on YouTube, and this is to everybody. So we'll just start off with Callie and work our way across. Do you think it's time to believe we are getting promoted?
Yeah, absolutely. Everything just seems to be going our way this season. It's the 40-year anniversary. It just feels right. I can't really explain it into words, I don't think, but I absolutely think so. I think we'll maybe do it the harder way and not get top spot number 1, but I think we will definitely get through automatic.
Haru?
100% agree with that, with Callie. Yes, 100%. If this season is our season, Bradford City are going up.
I'll come to you in a minute, Harley. Robert, your technical yellow dream coat?
I'm going to be on the other side. I'm going to go no, not until at least 5 games left, and I know we were in a comfortable spot. I'm going to go. I'm not comfortable at the moment. It can easily slip down from us. Could easily go in playoffs. But yeah, I'll go another 5 games, see where we are, and then I'll be comfortable.
And if we had sound effects, it's where we're going, boo, you're not fit to wear the shirt. Lee?
There's only one thing I can say. We are going up. We are going up. Of course we are.
Anyone else want to join in on this? Go on, Haru.
I will in 5 games.
We are going up, say we are going up!
I've got a question for Haru.
Go on then.
Go on.
He was in a Liverpool shirt the other day. Can you explain that?
Yeah, I was watching the Champions League, round of 16 the other night.
In a Liverpool shirt?
Up there,
I've lost 40. I've lost, 40 quid?
In a Liverpool shirt?
I'm a Liverpool fan.
Oh, God. Don't matter.
So, my thoughts on that question is, Callie, I hope that hair dye, I hope you get mixing that really good. Yeah, get that hair dye sorted. The view from the Medway Fancast, I've sent you an invite, so if you do want to come and have a chat about what happened last Saturday and probably glow and rub it in our faces, just like the power of X is there. Come on, I've been waiting all week for this. Are you there, view from the Medway, sorry?
Oh, hello, mate, yeah. Yeah, no.
I don't think, mate, I've been waiting all week for you to come on.
Yeah, no face rubbing, mate, to be quite honest. I think it was probably our best performance of the season, to be quite honest with you. I don't think that you guys were at the races necessarily, but you had a couple of chances. But yeah, I think, for us, it was definitely one of our best performances of the season, which says more about us than it does you, really.
Yeah,
don't forget to pay the ref.
Yeah. So, I don't know if you've seen View from the Medway. Obviously, a couple of our fans got stuck on the A1. It was just a bit mayhem. But when watching the team play, like from Bradford's perspective, you guys obviously should have made it 2-0 with, I can't remember who it was, the wrong goal they should have scored. But from my perspective, Bradford were poor and it was just like oofball all the time. I don't know what your perspective were on the Bradford team.
Yeah, so I think when we were through on goal, it was Joe Bode. I think I said to you last Friday, wasn't it, that he's the one to look out for, and he did end up getting the man of the match. But yeah, I think it's a difficult one because I think there was a lot for us, especially with like, you know, other results and stuff the week before and this week as well, that we kind of needed to do something. And I think we kind of nullified you. I'm not saying you were terrible, but I think we kind of nullified the areas that you would have generally attacked in, quite well. As I said to you last week, it's a joy watching Bradford at the moment for me. I've, you know, watched several of their games. But yeah, I just think that we kind of made it difficult. I think you only had really one good shot on goal, which was in the second half when Glenn Morris made the save. But other than that, there was nothing really going on. I mean, we had a couple of chances. You had a chance in the second half, but I don't think either team really. They didn't really also assert their authority. To be fair, I think that we just I wouldn't say we got lucky with the goal. I think it was a nice goal by Masterson, but he kind of does that for us when he's fit. But yeah, I just think that it's one of them, isn't it? Like, you're always going to have a bad day at the office. It doesn't matter if you're top of the league or bottom of the league. You're always going to have a bad day. And I think just Saturday was just your bad day, really.
Do you know what the best thing about my trip to Gillingham was, apart from the sun?
What was that?
The chicken and chorizo pasta you guys did. That was banging. That was the best thing I've had. That really nice.
I think I told you about that last Friday, didn't I? I think I mentioned
you even had your little sticker thing on top of it to say it was from Gillingham. We're nice.
Yeah.
But your way in still needs sorting out.
It does, mate. It does. And it was quite nice, actually. And I take my hat off to you guys, because 9 times out of 10, we don't have enough fans to even put in there. We just generally put them in the back end of the Gordon Road stand. So the fact that you brought enough to, well, fill a quarter of it at least, in the away end, it was a testament to yourselves.
We're Bradford City massive. We're travelling numbers. And if we do get out of this league, there'll be teams like Gillingham, Barrow and other teams who probably miss Bradford City because you won't fill your way ends out. Right, Haru, you got your hand up, bud?
Yeah, I just had a question for the view. Obviously, last Friday you said we was easily going to beat you. Obviously, it was our bad game. That was obviously our bad game. How are you feeling that Masterson scored? I think you said Masterson was one of the players to watch out last Friday.
Yeah, no, so the player to watch for last Friday, I think I said Joe Bode.
Yeah.
Our attacking player. I didn't know if Masterson would start because he's been out for months. And they decided to put him in at central defence over Max Amer, which was nice to see because Masterson always plays well for us when he starts. And yeah, it was good. He always seems to crop up with a goal. I mean, last season from centre back, he scored 6 or 7 goals for us. So yeah, it was nice for him to actually start. And to be fair, it gave us a different dynamic. We looked a lot more solid at the back. But when he's fit, he is, for me, is one of our, well, if not the best centre back we've got. So yeah, it was definitely one of them last weekend where it was a bad game for you rather than it was anything else.
Also, how did you feel about Shaw Wallace being there in the Gillingham stand? I saw that on TikTok.
Yeah, no, he's done it. I've got a picture of me and him from last season. He was at a game last season. I think it was Crewe at home. And he's been to Gills like 5 times now. I think he's got a friend that works at the club, so they invite him along at times.
I've got a feeling he's a Gillingham fan as well.
I don't think he's necessarily a Gillingham fan. But if he's got friends that work at the club, then I think he did last season. I had a picture of him. I don't generally have pictures with players. I mean, a couple I've had a picture with when I walk past, but yeah, Sean Wallace walked past last season and I was just like, I've got to have a picture with this man.
Yeah, obviously.
And Lee, did you have your hand up, bud?
Yeah, I did, but it was just one of them, wasn't it? We had the wrong personnel in from the start. So, because of injury and one thing and another, no Sarcevic, no Patterson, a lot of players missing. And they looked really, really tired. They weren't on 100%, were they? So, you can forgive them for one game.
Robbie, you got your hand up, bud?
Yeah, I think you played us probably the best time you've ever seen us, really, injuries-wise and players out. I think it's probably the best time you've actually played us. The time slot, I thought you played pretty well, to be honest. Hold your back line really solid. I'd say a decent finish as well. I'd say we had players on the line as well, went through his legs. But yeah, I think you needed them points as much as more as we did. You showed that you wanted him and you got the win, so yeah, fair play.
Definitely showed that the position that your team's in at the moment is false. They should be higher up the league. They're a much better side than that shows.
Thank you, I appreciate that. I think for me it was kind of ironic really that it was Jules Laps's legs that he went through. You guys didn't really bring that up last weekend. Obviously he came to you guys in
Written
January.
in the stars, I think that wasn't
it? Yeah, because we thought we all were sitting there, and I've spoken to a lot of Gillingham fans. They're like, it's written in the stars now that Jules Laps is going to score the winner at the Rainham end, and we're going to all be meltdown about it, but it turns out it was the other way. Luckily for us, not for you, not going to sit here and gloat about it. At the end of the day, we are where we are because we've not played very well. You are where you are because you have played very well. And you move on to the next game. I just wish you guys all the best, really.
Well, on Saturday, it's got to be business as usual, hasn't it, really, for us?
So we've had, what I like about TikTok, we get names coming through. So I've had HP Like the Sauce, that is a great name. I think it's going to be 2-1 City. They have a goal in them. Come on, City. Right, are you alright to stay about the view? Because we're going to go through some games in a bit and hope to get to your score predictions on bits and bobs.
Yeah. I'm more than happy to stick around. Yeah, just give me a shout. I'll be here. I've obviously got to sort the kids out at the same time, but I'll just mute my mic for now.
Alright. So, the weather forecast for tomorrow, I know everyone's here for that, eagerly waiting for it. So, tomorrow the sun will rise at 6:22 and will set at 6:11 p.m. tomorrow. and it's going to be sunny with a bit of cloud, and the highest it's going to get is about 8 degrees. So take your big coats, you might need it. Right, moving on to some score predictions and stuff like that. So it's 2 seconds, I need to get it up. Tomorrow at League 2. So let's start off with score predictions tomorrow, if you're okay to start. We're going to have Crewe, Doncaster, and that's a 12:30 kickoff. I think that's on Sky Sports Plus. So what's your score predictions for Crewe versus Doncaster?
I think Donny have been doing quite well this season. I think Crewe have suffered recently with a lot of injuries. So I'm going to go 2-1 Donny.
And before we get to Callie, we've had someone who's actually agreed with you there. And we've had 2 people who've agreed with you. We've had Jack on TikTok who thinks it's going to be 2-1 Crewe. Sorry, did you say 2-1 Doncaster or 2-1 Crewe?
Yeah, 2-1 Doncaster, yeah.
Okay. It's been a long day. So we've had people who disagree with you, shall we say. We've got Jack who says 2-1 Crewe, Ollie as well. Miss Callie, score predictions for Crewe, Doncaster.
I think Doncaster will batter them. I think it'll be a 3-0 win for Donny tomorrow.
Before we get to Haru, we've had HP likes the sauce, 2-1 Donny. Haru, your score prediction for Doncaster Crewe?
I will have to say 2-1 to Donny.
And Harley as well. I'll bring you involved in this.
I'm going to go a 1-1 draw. Just because they're both decent, good teams and they've got some good players. So I'm just going to say a 1-1 draw.
Robbie, any technical yellow coat?
Tadcaster's come back off injury for Crewe. I think that's probably a main player back for them, but I still will go with a 3-2 Donny.
Lee?
I'm going 1-0 to Crewe. Controversial.
And yeah. Massive game. Swindon, Cheltenham, 12:30 kickoff. The View score prediction, please.
As you probably know, that we're not exactly the biggest fans. We're not the biggest fans of Swindon.
Callie?
I'm going to go 1-1 draw for that one.
Are you still there, View, or have you disappeared? He's disappeared. So we've had Jack Lockwood 3-2 Swindon. We've had HP like the sauce, think it's going to be 2-2. Haru, score predictions please for the Swindon Cheltenham game.
Ooh, big game. I'd say 2-1 to Swindon.
And I think Swindon are going to win 1-0. Robbie, score predictions please for the Swindon Cheltenham.
Super Ian Holloway. They're at home, so I'll go with a 1-0 win, Swindon.
Lee?
Gotta say 1-0 Swindon, I agree with that. Like he says, Super Stanley Holloway. Sounds like he should be on stage, doesn't it?
We've had Sonny on TikTok who thinks it'd be 2-1 Cheltenham. And just in time, The View. Accrington Stanley Uwe versus Gillingham. Score prediction.
So, Accrington, it's a difficult one. I think that we're probably be a 1-1 draw.
Miss Callett?
I think Gillingham will have a bit more confidence now after beating us last week, so I'm going to go Gillingham win 2-1 Gillingham.
We've had HP like the sauce, 2-1 Gills. We've had Jack 2-0 Gills and Sonny 3-1 Gills. Haru?
Yeah, I agree with Callie. Gillingham will have more confidence after beating us last week, so I will have to say 2-0 to Gillingham.
Alec? I know this is a massive game.
I'm going to go a 1-0 win to Gillingham.
Robert?
I think it'll be closer than it is. Obviously, Accrington beating someone other day 4-0, I think it was. But I'm going to go with 1-0 Gills, a bit of confidence behind you now. So let's see how you go.
Lee?
Impressed with Gillingham's defence last week. I think they're going to take it 2-0. 2-0.
And we're going to start off with We're going to start off with Harley on this one. Carlisle versus Wimbledon.
I'm going to go 6-1 since we got beat against Harrogate Town off when the Harrogate Town scored in the last minute, but I'm going to go with a Carlisle United win, 2-0.
We've had HB like the sauce 2-1 Carlisle, I hope. The View, what's your score prediction for Carlisle vs Wimbledon?
I'm going to go 3-0 Wimbledon.
Miss Callett?
I think Carlisle are going to start climbing back up the league. I think they'll put a shift in tomorrow. So I'm going to go 2-0 Carlisle.
Haru?
Yeah, I've got a feeling that Carlisle will start climbing up now because they are getting their points that they need. Obviously, they lost the other day, last week, I'm pretty sure. But against Wimbledon, obviously we lost to Wimbledon away. I'd say, 2-1 to Carlisle?
I hope Carlisle win this, just for basically promotion perspective. So I think Carlisle are going to really sweaty FIFA goal it and probably win 1-0. Robert?
I'm going to go with AFC Wimbledon 1-0 win. Stevens to get the goal. AFC Wimbledon, I think they've lost the last 2 away games, so I think they need to turn it around. And I think Carlisle are just not fully there yet, so I'll go with 1-0 AFC Wimbledon.
Lee?
I'm going to go 2-1 to Wimbledon. I just think they're a class side, and defence, similar to Gill's, really tough to break down, and I don't know that Carlisle will have enough to break it down.
Okay, now we're on to Colchester Fleetwood, and I'll start off with you, Lee.
Colchester Fleetwood. Colchester's struggling a bit, aren't they, at the moment? I'm going to go Fleetwood 1-0.
I think it's going to be a tight game, and I think Colchester will win 1-0. Robert?
Just a true fact though, but Colchester are 9 unbeaten in the run. They beat Port Vale as well over day, so I'm going to go with 2-1 win Colchester, because Fleetwood can't hold until the 85 minutes and they always concede in the late minutes.
That's what I like about you, Robbie.
Yes, they do. Yes, they do.
I'll go 2-1 Colchester and a run for the playoffs.
There's a point. I'm not amending my score. I still think they're going to do 1-0.
Harley?
I'm going to go a 1-0 win to Fleetwood. I'm not too sure, but I'm going to go a 1-0 win to Fleetwood. It is a very hard game because since they're 12th in the table and Colchester are 9th in the table. And Colchester have been good in the last 5 games. So I'm just going to go a 1-0 win to Fleetwood Town.
Haru?
Colchester versus Fleetwood, big game. Obviously, Colchester will be pushing for playoff positions, so I'm going to go with a 2-0 Colchester win.
Miss Gallet?
I'm going Colchester win. Fleetwood have just lost Keane Harrett, haven't they, down to National League, so... Yeah, 2-1 Colchester.
How the mighty fail there, Callie, how they fall down the pecking order. The View?
I think they've won like 7 of their last 10 or something like that. So I'm gonna go Colchester because Danny Cowley's really got them playing decent football.
I think. Yeah, I've already said. So Jack on TikTok thinks it'll be 1-0 Fleetwood. Grimsby versus Salford.
I've got a feeling in the water for Fleetwood in this one. I really do.
So I say that again, Lee.
I just say I've got a feeling in my water Fleetwood 1-0. Can't explain it, but that's just looks that way to me.
So what's your score prediction for Grimsby Salford? Sorry, Lee.
Oh, for Grimsby Salford.
Grimsby Salford, yeah.
Grimsby Salford. That could be a draw, you know. That could
Fish
be
versus
0-0,
the Lion.
1-1. Yeah. The Lions like fish.
I don't know. Never want to get close to one. Ask it.
No, as long as I can run faster than everybody else, I'll be alright.
So what's your score prediction for Grimsby Salford? Sorry, Lee.
I just think it could be a draw. Both sides, you know, they're just capable.
And Robbie, what your prediction for Grimsby Salford?
Grimsby unbeaten at home. Well, since Tuesday, shall I say. They were unbeaten since home. Salford having a battering against Accrington. Will they turn it around? I don't think they will. I think Grimsby will win 2-0 at home. and hopefully keep the home record going again.
You there, Owen?
Yeah, John Dog.
You alright, mate?
Yeah, sure.
What's your thoughts? Score prediction on Grimsby Salford, bud?
Grimsby at Salford. Don't know, 1-1 or something.
Alright, we've had a couple of Tranmere fans join.
I hope.
So we've had Max who thinks it's going to be 2-0 Grimsby.
No.
HP like the sauce thinks it's going to be 2-1.
But I don't think we should be focusing on that game. I think we should be focusing on our own results.
Yeah, we've done that, mate.
Oh,
I missed it.
Yeah, you've missed it. I'll come back to you in a minute though about it, yeah?
okay then.
So we've had 2-1 the Grimsby. We've had obviously a Tranmere fan join. Jack thinks it's going to be 2-0. TRF thinks it's going to be 2-1, obviously, to Tranmere versus Bradford. Harley, your score prediction for Grimsby Salford?
Harley?
You could mute yourself a minute, Owen,
To
please.
Salford City.
Yeah, go on, Harley.
I'm going to go a 1-0 win to Salford City.
Haru?
Ooh, I'll have to. I'm thinking it's going to end in a draw, to be honest with you guys. I think it's going to be ending in a draw, 1-1.
Kelly?
Grimsby win 1-0. They've got quite a good form at home, so going 1-0 Grimsby.
The View?
I'm going to go 2-1 Grimsby because Dave Artell seems to have them playing pretty well at the moment. They obviously beat Walsall at the weekend as well, so maybe it's given them a bit of confidence to now kick on a little more.
Then we've got Morecambe Barrow. I think it's going to be... I'm going to go 1-0 Morecambe on that. The View?
I'd like to see Morecambe win because my mate Dave Salmon is a massive Morecambe fan. I just can't see anything past Barrow, so I'm going to go 1-0 Barrow.
Kelly?
I want to see Morecambe lose because I just hate Derek Adams. I'm going to go 2-0 Barra.
So we've had HP like the sauce thinks it's going to be 1-0 Morecambe. Haru?
Yeah, I don't like Derek Adams myself. I'll have to say a 2-0 win to Barrow.
Harley?
Well, I'm a Carlisle United fan. I'm a Carlisle United fan, and Morecambe are just above us, 23rd. So I'm gonna go. I want Barrow to win, so I'm gonna say a 1-0 win to Barrow.
Robert?
Morecambe beat Barrow away 1-0.
What?
Morecambe at home, the pitch ain't very good, so I'm going to go with 1-1. I'm going to get Tyler Smith to score against them as well. So yeah, I'll go 1-0 Morecambe.
Owen, score prediction for the Morecambe game, bud, against Barrow?
I think you could all be underestimating Morecambe here. I'm going to go 3-1 Morecambe.
Lee?
I'm going to go for a draw. 1 apiece.
And then Newport Harrogate. I think it's going to be... I think Harrogate going to sneak that 1-0 because I know Morecambe have... Newport have been playing crap recently. The View?
I think we have to be careful with Newport because they've got Ajiboye and Bobby Camwa, so I'm just going to go for a 1-1 draw.
So we've had Josh, STRFC, thinks to be 3-1 Newport. We've got HP like the sauce, thinks to be 2-1 Harrogate.
2-0.
I think Harrogate will nick it tomorrow. I think it'll be 1-0 Harrogate.
Right, Johnny, I'm off, mate. See you later.
See you later on. Haru?
Newport versus Harrogate, is that the game, Johnny?
Yes, Newport Harrogate, bud, yeah.
Newport obviously got battered by Accrington Stanley 5-0 on the Tuesday. Harrogate obviously beat Carlisle. I'm going to have to go with a 2-0 Harrogate Sound win.
Harley?
I'm going to go a 0-0 draw. I think it's just going to be a good game to watch.
Robert?
I think Newport are going to turn it around really quickly, especially after the battle against Accrington, so I'm going to go with 2-0 win Newport. They are strong at home as well.
Lee?
I'm going to go for 2-all. Don't know why. 2-2. Draw.
And then we have got Notts County versus Chesterfield, and I really hope Chesterfield win that 1-0. I know they've been on a bit of a poor run recently, so I think Chesterfield are going to win 1-0. The View?
I'm going to go 2-1 Notts County.
Miss Callett?
That's going to be one of them games where there's going to be lots of trouble. They hate each other, them two teams. I think it's going to be one of them really exciting games to watch. I think there's going to be a lot of goals in it. I'm going to go 3-2 Notts County.
Just to go back to what you said, there's a bit of argy-bargy between them. Joe, STRFC on TikTok thinks it's going to be 0-0 because of the tension between the two sides. HP like the sauce thinks it's going to be 2-1 Notts. Haru, score prediction for Notts County Chesterfield, bud.
Oh, dude, obviously Notts County, they won their last game 2-0, and obviously Chesterfield won their game, I think, 4-0, against Salford away. It's going to be a tough battle between them two. It's like what Kai said, it's going to be trouble in that game, so I'm going to go with a Chesterfield 3-0 win.
Harley?
I'm gonna go a 1-0 win to Chesterfield.
Robbie?
2-2 at Spy Rights. I'm gonna go with I'll go 3-1 Notts at home. I think they'll get the job done and over.
Lee?
2-1 Notts County.
And last but not least, Port Vale versus MK Dons. Where's Chazzy up? Let's go Cali first.
I'm going to go Port Vale win 2-0. I think MK Dons have kind of dropped off a bit now.
I hope MK Dons win this 1-0. The View?
MK Dons need to win, don't they? They're probably down with us at the moment, so I think they need a little bit of a bounce, so I'm going to go for 2-0.
We've had HV like the sauce on TikTok, thinks it's been 3-1 Vale. Haru?
Port Vale versus MK Dons. Obviously, MK Dons won their last game 2-1, and Port Vale lost their game Colchester 2-1. With MK Dons, obviously, weren't they like top of the league, like beginning of the season or something like that, and they dropped off big time. I'm gonna go with MK Dons win 2-1 on that game.
Harley?
I think Port Vale are gonna win 2-1.
Robbie?
You're gonna laugh at this, but I'm gonna go with a 4-1 win to Port Vale at home.
And Lee?
Well, I'm not far behind you, Robbie. 3-0 Port Vale.
Okay.
MK Dons, if you remember, Aaron, we beat them first game of the season.
2-1.
Yeah.
Well, 2-0 up in first 5 minutes.
Yeah, I think we're 2.
Patterson and an goal.
They haven't had much of a season at all, MK Dons, have they, really? Not to what they were expected. Everybody's tipped to go up. Not seen any sign of that, to be fair.
To be fair, in their defence, Lee, I'll be honest, in their defence, I think they were doing really well up until probably December. They were, for me, the best team in the league at the time. And it just didn't work out for Scott Lindsay. And they made some signings in January. They brought Orsi in, obviously worked with Lindsay at Crawley. I just think that it's just been a bit of a mix and mash. They've obviously got the player, what's his name, in from Notts County?
Crowley.
Yeah, cool. Crowley. And it's just not worked for them. But
it's been a bit of a building season for them, though, hasn't it? Rather than challenging for top honours, it's just been a meh type of season.
Yeah, the problem with MK Dons, they just sign players what play good against him, and they think he can win the league. They did that with Dan Crowley against him. He scored against him and they signed him. It just doesn't make sense. That's why they're there where they are. It doesn't work like that.
No.
So, the league table as it stands, there's Walsall number 1 on 69 points, Bradford second on 66, Doncaster third on 62, Notts County fourth on 61, Wimbledon fifth on 60, Port Vale sixth on 58, Crewe seventh on 56, Grimsby 8th 56, Colchester 9th 55, Bromley 52 in 10th, Salford in 11th on 50, Fleetwood 12th on 49, Cheltenham 13th 49, Chesterfield 14th on 48 points, Swindon 15th on 46 points, Barrow 16th 43, Newport 17th 43, MK Dons 18th on 42, Gillingham 19th on 41 points, Harrogate 20th in 40 with 40 points, Accrington Stanley with exactly on 21 points on 39, Tranmere 22nd on 33 points, Markham 23rd with 29 points, and right at the bottom, Carlisle on 24 points. So, Harley, what's going on at Carlisle? Just a quick just summary of what happened at your game, please.
Well, in our last game was away at Harrogate Town. We got beat 1-0. They scored in the let me have a look. I can't remember what scored when. They scored in the 95th minute, but Josh Vella scored an own goal. I was very disappointed of the result because Carlisle United did play well against Harrogate Town. There was a few yellow cards in that game for Carlisle United. This coming up, we've got AFC Wimbledon. It should be an interesting one. But Mark Hughes, he's doing well for us in our last couple of games. I really like him. I've got a good funny feeling that something's going to happen in the last 5 games. Something's just going to happen, and probably, luckily, if we can stay up. But to me, we're on 27 points at the moment, so we are way behind. So yeah, just Mark Hughes. We've got so many injuries. We've got George Kelly back because he's been injured for a while. I don't know if I can see Harry Lewis coming back in goalkeeper, because Gabe Breeze have been playing the last couple of games. So I think I reckon Harry Lewis might come back out and play some games, but I just can't see at the moment. It's just that I know
season's vanishing all too quickly for him.
Yeah. We've got Paul Dummer injured as well. He got injured against Fleetwood Town. He only lasted 5 minutes on the pitch and he got injured. He pulled his hamstring. So he's been out for ages. He's back until the last 4 games. So I don't know if he can get a chance back in the team, but who knows? We'll just have to wait until the end of the season to hear where it is. But it looks like, I reckon Carlisle United will go down this season, and I think it's just probably the best way to start go down, just because we are struggling a bit.
Robbie, got
with
your hand up there?
this season.
Yeah, just to finish on earlier, got 6 points in 9 games, 3 of them coming from Barrow, who basically give you 6 points every year. How's Mark Hughes? Has he been getting better? Obviously, points ain't been the best. Obviously, Barrow's helped you out a little bit. You have got 2 games in hand as well at the bottom of the table. I think if you do win them, I think you're a point behind coming out of the relegation. What's your thoughts on that, Harley?
Yeah, I reckon Mark Hughes has done some good stuff in our last couple of games. He's when he's in his interviews, I'm more competitive, like, watching them, and he's talked to the players, we need to win this game, we need to do this, we need to do that, especially with the Barrow game when we won 1-0 at the celebration at the end. Mark Hughes just had a smile on his face. And yeah, I just reckon.
How's it been with Harry Lewis? Because obviously, we're number 1 at Bradford, obviously made him the keeper he was, and obviously, has he not even thought about Harry Lewis in your net anymore, or what's crack with that?
I don't know. I reckon a good feeling he might actually start Harry Lewis, but I don't know if he's gone off him. I don't know, because when I've been watching this, you can watch these training videos when he goes in training. He seems happy. With the other goalkeepers and that, he seems really happy. Especially when Harry Lewis hasn't played a game for a while with Carlisle United.
I don't give much away, does he, don't he? So.
Yeah.
So, by the power of Twitter...
Have you got any more questions?
I'm going to move on, actually, because I want to move on. Right, so the power of Twitter, we've got Joe, who's a Tranmere fan.
Hi, mate.
Hi, Joe. Thank you for coming on. So just tell us about your team, what's happening at your team, and just basically fill us in about your club, please.
Well, the best way to put the club is crap. There's no other way to put that. I think we started off the season terribly. Well, no, actually, the start of the season, the first 5 games, I think it was unbeaten with the first 5 games, and we weren't awful. Had a good result at Carlisle away, a good result at Port Vale away, and obviously drew with Notts County at home. And there was a few good results, and then unfortunately, just throughout the season, we've sort of cast a shadow over the bad performances, because we had, at the start of the season, especially in those first 5 games, we had built up so much trust in Nigel Adkins, and unfortunately, he's turned out to be a little bit of a fraud in terms of the way that he presents himself. That's coming from that sort of primary evidence coming out from, players at the club saying that the attitude is a lot different now under Andy Crosby. In terms of ownership, obviously we're looking for a change of ownership soon, which is, by looks of things, not so far in the future. And the last 3 games have been really good. It is the best, especially the Bromley game, is probably the best result I'd say we've had all season. It was just, the performance was really top notch, and we've had 3 really good performances against 3 sides that are chasing autos and promotion via the playoffs. So I think at the moment we're doing okay, but there is obviously a lot of pressure on the players and on the fans and on the staff to keep us from that relegation. The relegation that seems to be looming large, with Morecambe picking up the odd result when they can, Carlisle picking up the odd result when they can, but the pressure is sort of building now. I think we're sort of set on the position that we're at, but it is, the pressure's high.
Robbie, you got your hand up, bud?
Yeah, just a question for Joe. Are you seeing more game time from Patrick since Atkinson has gone, or what's crack with that?
I think Patrick has always had quite a lot of game time, even under Adkins. He's our top goal scorer. He's always super exciting on the ball. The only player that we've seen, especially more time on the pitch from, is Josh Hawkes. And these last 3 games, he's come into the squad. These are the first 3 games that he's played in ages, I think, or the first 3 times he started, and I think he's had the 3 best games all season, and he did not deserve to be on the bench or not to start as much as he did. So Amari Patrick has always been good, and Josh Hawkes is now coming to fruition.
Yeah, I know you've got Connor Jennings. Connor Wood, is he still suspended, or is he available for next game?
he might be available. Connor
Got a red card,
Jennings,
didn't
yeah. I think it was a second yellow, so he will probably, he will most, yeah, I think it was just the one game that he's suspended for.
I just saw he got a red card, that's all, just questioning it. But he can be a wind-up merchant for us as well. I don't miss him, I'll tell you.
Oh, I know, I can't remember who the Bradford fan that recorded the, the games, but I remember the one from last season.
Where he's been taking Mick.
And he come up to all the Bradford fans after he'd won the game and was doing massive shit house. Which is funny.
How's Mickey in the net as well?
It left us under a bit of a cloud, didn't it? Well, massive cloud, to be honest.
He wasn't a bad player on his day, don't get me wrong, but his attitude...
He was a good player, but he just... attitude thing, wasn't he? He thought he was better than he is.
Turned into a Matty Platt when he left.
Yeah.
So, Joy, would it be okay if you answer a couple of questions from... Or one question from each individual, is that okay?
Yeah, it sounds.
So, the view, have you got any questions you want to ask Joe? Or question, JC?
No, just do we know how far away it is when Palacios is going to sell the club, really, or is it still up in the air?
Well, the last couple of home games he's not been to, which gives a good indication, and the new owner's son was in the Tranmere's Twitter the other day. So by lots of things, it is almost imminent.
So is it Rihanna and some rapper or something trying to buy you?
I don't know if the rapper and Rihanna are involved anymore. We're not really sure on that, but we know that the main man leading it is Joe Tacopina, who has previously been Donald Trump's lawyer. So he's still quite a big name. But we're not really sure at the moment.
Miss Kelly, you got any questions for Joe?
I'd like to know why a Tranmere fan spat on my car last time I visited Tranmere.
I can only imagine that they are Tranmere fans from Liverpool.
What can I say? He's from Liverpool. Cossy's going to sit on your car. We're guarding it for you, Kelly.
No, I'd like to reiterate what Joe said about it's quite tight and pressure's on at the bottom of the league. It's the same for us being at the top of the league. The pressure's on both ends this season. I think it's been quite a while since it's been like this.
Oh yeah, 100%.
Yeah, everything to play for with both ends of the table.
Yeah, I mean, with us, we are desperately fighting to stay out the relegation zone. But the one thing is, and that remains consistent, especially with Bradford fans. I mean, this is not trying to be, a kiss ass in any way, shape, or form, or trying to win favour. But Bradford are a massive club. There is no getting around that.
Say that again. I didn't hear you. Say it again.
No, do you say again?
Say again. I missed what you said.
Joe, just do me one favour. Please don't say that we're going to win you tomorrow, because that's what the View said last week, and look what happened. So please don't say that.
Yeah, please don't.
That's all I'm saying.
Yeah, I was about to say, I need to go and sort something out in the house, but I will. But my score prediction for tomorrow is probably just going to be a draw. It'd be such a Tranmere thing to do, go and just nick a really crappy point away from home. So, yeah.
Thanks.
Do you know how many you're bringing, Joe, before you go?
I think it's about 500-600. I can't remember exactly.
Not too bad.
Yeah, just say thanks for coming along, Joe. And if you are free next Friday, 6:00, come and have a chit chat about the game. Yeah, if you're free next Friday.
All right. Thank you.
Sound
right.
Right.
Take care, Joe.
Thank you for Joe for coming along, the Tranmere fan. Right. Time to chat about, shout about, vent about anything. And I've got a pretty big vent today.
Oh.
Obviously, people know the Swindon tickets went live, I think, the other day or other week. And then Sky Sports have come along in their own wisdom and moved it along now from 3:00 to a 12:30 kickoff. When is Sky going to start thinking about fans and changing stuff at last bloody minute? Obviously, the coach company, Bingley Bantam, Shipley Bantams and other coach companies there, they've changed it where now they're picking up people sooner. But what's annoying me is, like, obviously people who go on the train and stuff like that, it's messing people about on the train. I'm driving down to the game, I'm not going on the train, but for people who go on the train, what's happening with it now? Because they have to move the train tickets over to a different time, I have to go sooner, it'll cost them more. to cancel it and stuff like that. So that's my little vent. The View, have you got anything you want to chat about? Vent about anything?
No, I just want to pick up really on what you just said about the Sky thing. I think it's a bit of a it's a bit of a farcical thing for me, really. Like, I've been a dual season ticket holder, but then this season I've not been able to renew my season ticket purely because I don't know when the games are. I don't know what's going to be live on Sky. I don't know if I'm going to be working. There's so many different variables to what we can do, and it's kind of killing it a little bit. I just want to also touch on the referees this past Saturday, and I think it's been spoken about as well. I think the officiating at this level is just absolutely off the chart terrible.
Miss Callie, do you want to chat about vent about anything?
Yeah, I think Robbie's hand up was up before mine, though.
It's alright, I'm going along.
Fair enough. This Sky thing, it is bad when they change it last minute, but I think a lot more people can get to watch the games. Instead of having to pay the tenner for iFollow, you can obviously just put the app on and watch it. Especially for Tuesday night games. I can't get to a lot of Tuesday night games, so it helps me out massively being able to watch it on my phone at work and such. So as much as I don't like them changing it last minute, it is still a good thing, I think.
Haru, do you want to chat about vent about anything? Can we apps about anything?
Yeah, I'm going to pick up with this Sky stuff as well. Obviously, I agree with what Callie said right there, but I'm not, with the Tuesday night games when it's like 7:45 kick-off, we're not bothered about that if it's at home or away. But it's mainly like the last minute change, obviously like with Swindon, the last minute change to 12:30 because then you got people who've already bought their train tickets or booked coach seats or something like that, getting time off work and things like that. Obviously some people may work on a Saturday, we don't know. With train times, obviously people will have to now exchange their train tickets to an earlier time to catch the train to get to the game before 3 p.m, roughly at least an hour before. And that doesn't go, that sometimes they don't go for free. Sometimes you have to pay extra to get that changed, which is an absolute ridiculous, because obviously I get where people saying that, that if people that can't go to the game can watch it on the TV and stuff like that. But then again, why do that to affect the fans that will travel all this way to go watch their team play? Why do that so it affects them more rather than people watch it at home? Do you know what I mean? Like, it's just ridiculous.
Harley, do you want to chat about vent about anything?
Yeah, let's go back to that Sky Sports thing about and all that kind of stuff, and about the ticket sales, because I wanted, because I've got a season ticket holder for Carlisle United, and that, this weekend for Harrogate Town, I wanted to go to the game, because sometimes I like going to the away games, and I usually go to the games, but the tickets, they sold out really, really fast. I couldn't go. The Dome, they should just let us send an email out to us and say the tickets are out on sale. Go buy your tickets, or let the season ticket holders let them have like 2 days to buy their tickets, and after that put it onto public. And that, it's just that, I was just really sad about that. I couldn't go to the Harrogate game. Especially, I like to go to away games and that. Quite hard to watch it on the TV, on EFL. I like to just get behind the fans, get behind the players, and hopefully we get a win and have a great atmosphere in that and enjoy.
And not last but not least, Robbie.
Yeah, we'll talk about the Sky thing. You can put it this way. The good news, early kickoffs, you get there early, you get back home early. Everyone loves that. Especially away day, for example. Number 2, your club has to agree as well for the Sky moving dates. I think your club is involved with that as well, so I think it works both ways for Sky and your club. So if you don't like it that the Sky's obviously confirmed it, your club has confirmed it as well. So they obviously haven't thought about it and shit like that. Yeah, that's pretty much it. I don't agree with the early kickoffs, don't get me wrong, but if you think of it, I don't know, going to FC Wimbledon away day, at least you're back for 7 o'clock in the evening, so it's a win-win, I guess.
Lee, do you want to chat about anything?
Yeah, just same as always, really. And along with that Sky thing, apparently we're losing out financially as well, compared to what we were getting on iFollow. We're not getting quite the same level of money back for the club. But if you go into the game tomorrow, if you go into any game between now and end of the season, let's get behind the lads. Let's make it an encouragement. This isn't a rant, it isn't a rave. It's just get behind the lads. They need you more now than they did at the start of the season when they were fathoming it out. We've fathomed it out now with a good side. Go out and show it.
Bang on there, Lee. Right, last but not least, what everybody's been waiting for. What's on your plate? So, The View, what are you having for your tea, or what have you had for your tea?
Last week it was spaghetti bolognese. This week it's probably whatever I find in the freezer because the wife's at work. So
Is that translate to a takeaway, bud? I'll get you sent a takeaway.
it could possibly do.
Miss Galley.
I can't smell or taste oat right now, so I'm going to have some spicy sausage pasta, and hopefully I can taste it. By the way, Diane's just messaged me and said say hi to everyone. She's not been able to get on tonight, but she just wanted to make sure everybody's all right and say hi. And can I just say one more thing? Obviously I can't make the game tomorrow because I'm not right well again, but I've swapped. I was bringing up Lainey's friend Robin. She likes to come to odd games. So I've had to swap the ticket I got for Robin tomorrow to the week after for the Colchester game. And it sounds like it's pretty much going to be a sellout because I couldn't get a ticket in Lower Cop. And usually when you can't get a ticket in Lower Cop, it's going to be quite a big crowd, etc. So I just thought I'd give you that bit of useful information.
And before we do go to Haru, moving on to that, Callie, what you're on about there. If people are listening, it's £5 a ticket. Get your asses to Valley Parade. Let's get it rocking. Let's make it a party atmosphere. And let's make it Fortress Bradford. Haru, what's on your plate, lad?
Honestly, God knows, I'm just waiting to hear back from family because obviously I got a bit late because I was asleep for most of the day because I was fasting, but yeah, don't know what I'm having for dinner, but yeah, I want to pick up what Callie's just said there, about the Colchester game. So obviously we have been told to bring our scarves and stuff like that down to Valley Parade of the Colchester game, so I'm pretty sure they want us to make a massive atmosphere. And also, for tomorrow's game, I don't know if you guys have heard about it, it's been all over Facebook and stuff like that, about the clap in the 28th minute, I want to say. Pretty sure, for that lad.
Yeah, I've seen that, Haroon. Yeah.
I've seen that, Haru.
Yeah.
Let's hope everybody gets behind that.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure the whole of COP will be doing that as well, because I'm pretty sure a bunch of people in the COP will start doing it, including myself and stuff like that. So, yeah, hopefully we'll get that underway on the tomorrow's game.
Harley? Shout about anybody?
I've got a question. I've just been looking through the news about Mark Hughes for the next 10 days for the rest of the season. He said that that Carlisle United head coach is Mark Hughes is created to take advantage of the 10-day period that is critical to his team changes of League 2 survival. They are 6 points adrift of safety after the last Saturday lost at Harrogate Town with just 11 games, but Carlisle have a run of 3 home games against AFC Wimbledon and Bromley and MK Dons. Between now and 25th of March, where they must pick up points. I'm not going to deny that this period we're going into is vitally important for you, who Mark Hughes told BBC Radio Cumbria. but this is a real opportunity and we just got to embrace that and take the opportunity that present itself. However, Carlisle form at Brunton Park this season is dire. Their return of 12 points with just 2 wins and only 12 goals and from 17 games is the worst in the EFL. Mark Hughes' 3 home games have yelled the 3 points and just 1 goal from the 3 draws. Yet the performance was promising in all of them. But the Welshman knows that it is now all about the results. It's 3 games and you just would expect to get the positive results out of them, he said. That is our intention and expectation. If you get the 3 points, it changes the whole feeling about the club and the team. We just have to do more of it, and these 3 home games give us a great opportunity to do that and stay up in League 2. That's all from Mark Hughes. We've got for Carlisle United, we've got
So Harley, do you want to shout about or vent about anything?
We've got one last thing. Poppy Atkinson has got sadly passed away on the weekend in Kendal. So we're gonna do a minute applause before the game.
Robert, do you want to shout about or vent about anything?
Not shout or rant or anything, but I'll just go back to what someone said. You said the game's £5 tomorrow. It's £5 for the Colchester game, not the Tranmere game. So it's full price tomorrow. It's £5 for the Colchester. He said tomorrow. We've got Tranmere tomorrow.
And my brain has just gone. We're on about what's on your plate. We're all on, we?
We're still on with that, aren't we?
Yeah, we're still on with that. My mind went. Yeah, so Harley, what are you having for your tea?
Oh, I'm having pizza today. Pepperoni pizza. It's been a long day. It's been a long day for today. I think it's been a really long week. Just hopefully that Bradford City gets the 3 points, and the same with Carlisle United as well.
Robbie, what's on your plate, lad?
A nice council meal. I'm going to have ham and crisp sandwich. Something quick and easy.
What flavour crisps, though? What flavour crisps?
Probably salt and vinegar.
Yuck. Lee, what about yourself, lad? What's on your plate?
I've had chicken, wild mushroom and cream sauce, and herby potatoes, and it was gorgeous. And then I had a strawberry flan for afterwards, and that was even nicer.
Lee, what happened to Fish Friday?
Exactly.
I know. No, my wife likes to have a change now and again.
There's uproar. There's absolute uproar. There'd be social media posts not having his fish on his Friday.
No. We had it yesterday.
I'm probably just going to make a bacon butty or something. I'm starving. Right.
I was hungry, but I'm not now.
So going back to what Haru said, I found it on social media. So calling all Bradford City fans, can we clap in the 28th minute? We lost a dear friend today, which would mean a lot. So Saturday, Bradford versus Tranmere, the 28th minute. Clap for Jordan Glover, who sadly passed away today and is never forgotten. So 28th minute, tomorrow's game. Clap for Jordan Glover, please. Right. It's been a long podcast, but I want to say thank you for the view. Thank you for Callie. Thank you for Haru, Harley, Robbie, Lee, and other people who have joined. Hope you've enjoyed yourselves. I want to say, if you like what you're hearing and watching, especially what you're listening to, search for Bradford City Chickens on the Loose podcast on all podcast services, from Apple Music to Spotify. Also, we are Nation Radio. give us a follow on there. Also, we've got a small Facebook page, Up the Chickens on Facebook, where we do Golden Goal every game and Super 6 every year. And we also talk about the game, discussions about the game and stuff at half-time and full-time, so get yourselves over there. Also got Up the Chickens on the Loose podcast on Facebook, Twitter, X, all social sites, get you in on there. Hope Bradford City win tomorrow. I don't know what else I'm going to say because I'm getting tired. But thank you again for everybody coming along. Wherever you are in the world, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, good night. Up the Chickens. Night-night.
Brought us glory days. So let's all rally round and really make a sound that echoes across the valley from our city's football ground. Bradford are in the Premier League. Bradford are in the Premier League. City till I die. City till I die. I know I am not sure I'm Bradford City till I die. City till I die. City till I die. Forever and a day, we've made it to the Premier League. We finally made the grade through all the games we played. We'll raise a cup, have good luck down at Valley Parade. McCall missed out in '88. I feel for the fans to say City till I die, City till I die. I know I am, I'm sure I'm Bradford City till I die, City till I die. City till I die. I know I am, I'm sure I'm Bradford City till I die. Oh, Bradford City till I die.
We're moving to the Wolves half. Where is Blake? Now he can move forward. Wally's got ahead of him. Mills is across the angle. It's Lee Mills. It's 2-1 Bradford City.
After they scored the second goal,